The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Your key is gone. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Got what he deserved. You can make something from that. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if you're He understands why you... The potato people, or... You might be right. You found one. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensite... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's Davis. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. Regardless, you'll meet again. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. A ladder would be better. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out of... He's heard the... He worries there won't be much left to save if... Anyway, he needs help, and he's grateful.
That's a spark of light!
What's there to like?
Not as much as it hurt.
Always me.
And you're...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the world. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expect... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says they're cautious of non-allies. Says you're not the only one that wants an audience with the...
baby. La fanen aginkan man. Karatna falo hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the...
What?
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still... The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the... Myriad wants unity between the... If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the... He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu... Their kin have run out of options and he wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Once you've dealt with... Seeing you brings back... He remembers. Anyway, the memories you make...
Mashuatanina kum makwala funuans man. Tatama, yukyune.
Will be around.
Dro eku da tulo mudre mayo.
You really know how to move. Says the shop holds something for everyone. Who? Stylish as stylish can be. So much damage. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution. The wonky ones especially. Deformed and unfurled.
Sure, sir.
You've used up all your key energy. You're low on health. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something... Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning? He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll... He says that wasn't too bad, was it? But judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Andro?
The dedication...
Chialdo malekano Andro?
She'll see you at the village square.
Andro?
She says... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. You He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's he. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to. He believes being considerate will. He's looking. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you. Then you've got to. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and one. He's. There's no way. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at some. The most important. It's time to. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He wishes that was true for. He's curious. He's all for him. He says it. He's looking.
Camonu.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Anaro lote. Camonu.
She says she is.
Dropalo.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Dropalo.
Thanks you for being.
Canamunta.
Been.
Vaiseno kasaman varut.
Catchy.
Inyavaldo.
Your Muma says.
Ferena masala monidasa.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll.
Monidasa.
You're lucky.
Pial tu ma.
Your Muma.
Veri?
She's so happy. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin.
Yo no masaman varut.
Whatever happens, you need to know she... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.